Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about the use of nature in creating funny wooden vintage animal decorations. These unique pieces add a touch of whimsy and charm to any space. The process starts with a skilled craftsman who carefully carves the animal shape out of a solid piece of wood. They pay close attention to the natural grain and texture of the wood, which adds character to the final product. Once the carving is complete, the craftsman meticulously sands and smooths the wooden animal. This step is crucial for achieving a polished and refined finish. Next, a coat of varnish is applied to protect the wood and enhance its natural beauty. This also gives the decoration a glossy appearance, adding to its vintage charm. Now comes the fun part, decorating the wooden animals. Using various materials like fabric, paint, and accessories, these animals are transformed into hilarious characters that are sure to bring a smile to anyone's face. From a dapper rabbit wearing a top hat to a mischievous monkey with a banana, these wooden vintage animal decorations capture the essence of nature's humor. These delightful creations can be used in various ways. They make fantastic table centerpieces for parties or gatherings, adding a touch of playfulness to the atmosphere. They also make wonderful gifts for friends and loved ones. The unique and handmade nature of these decorations adds a personal touch that is sure to be appreciated. So, whether you're looking to add a whimsical touch to your home decor or searching for a special gift, consider the use of nature in creating funny wooden vintage animal decorations. These charming pieces are a perfect blend of craftsmanship and creativity. First, you'll need some basic carving tools. These can include chisels, gouges, and carving knives. It's important to choose tools that are sharp and comfortable to hold. Begin by sketching out the design of your animal on the wood. Then, use your carving tools to slowly remove the excess wood, following the outline of your design. Once the carving is complete, it's time to sand and smooth the wooden animal. Start with coarse grit sandpaper and gradually move to finer grit sandpaper for a polished finish. Now comes the fun part. Painting and decorating your wooden animal. Use acrylic paints to add color and detail to your creation. You can also use fabric, feathers, or other materials to give your animal some personality. Once you're satisfied with your design, let the paint dry completely. Then, you can display your funny wooden vintage animal decoration on a shelf, table, or any other space that needs a touch of whimsy. If you're looking for more inspiration and ideas for creating funny wooden vintage animal decorations, here are a few additional tips to help you along the way. 1. Research and gather references. Before starting your project, it's helpful to gather references of vintage animal decorations or even real animals that you find funny or charming. This will give you a better idea of the shapes, details, and expressions you want to capture in your wooden creation. 2. Experiment with different wood types. While many people prefer using softer woods like basswood or pine for carving, don't be afraid to experiment with different wood types. Each wood has its own unique grain and texture, which can add character to your finished piece. 3. Practice safety precautions. Carving tools can be sharp, so it's important to take safety precautions. Always wear protective gloves and goggles when carving, and make sure your work area is well lit and free from distractions. 4. Add texture and details. To make your wooden animal decorations more interesting and realistic, consider adding texture and details. You can use carving tools to create fur, scales, feathers, or other unique features. This will give your creations a more lifelike and whimsical appearance. 5. Experiment with different finishes. In addition to painting, you can also experiment with different finishes to enhance the natural beauty of the wood. Try using wood stains, varnishes, or even wax to protect the wood and give it a polished look. 6. Incorporate movable parts. For an extra touch of fun, consider adding movable parts to your wooden animal decorations. This could include hinged wings, rotating heads, or wagging tails. Just make sure the moving parts are securely attached and won't pose a safety hazard. 7. Share your creations. Once you've completed your funny wooden vintage animal decorations, don't hesitate to share them with others. Display them in your home, give them as gifts, or even consider selling them at local craft fairs or online platforms. The most important thing is to have fun and let your creativity shine through. Happy carving! Here are a few more tips for creating funny wooden vintage animal decorations. 8. Play with proportions. One way to add humor to your animal decorations is by exaggerating certain features or playing with proportions. For example, you could create a wooden elephant with ridiculously large ears or a bird with an oversized beak. 9. Use vibrant colors. Painting your wooden animal decorations with bright and vibrant colors can make them even more eye-catching and whimsical. Consider using bold shades that will stand out and bring your creations to life. 10. Create a backstory. Give each of your animal decorations a unique personality and backstory. This can add an extra layer of charm and make them more relatable to viewers. You can create name tags or small signs to display alongside your creations, telling their stories. 11. Add accessories. Consider adding small accessories or props to your animal decorations to enhance their humor or vintage feel. For example, you could give a wooden cat a tiny bow tie or a wooden dog a retro-style collar. 12. Incorporate humor. Think about ways to incorporate humor into your designs. This could include adding funny expressions, silly poses, or even punny names for your creations. The goal is to bring a smile to people's faces when they see your wooden animal decorations. 13. Seek feedback and learn from others. Joining a carving or woodworking community can be a great way to get feedback on your creations and learn from others. Share your work online or attend local workshops or meetups to connect with fellow woodworkers who can offer advice and inspiration. 14. Practice patience and persistence. Wood carving takes time and practice, so don't get discouraged if your first attempts don't turn out exactly as you envisioned. Keep practicing, learning from your mistakes, and refining your techniques. With time and persistence, you'll improve and create even funnier wooden animal decorations. 15. Stay inspired. Continuously seek inspiration from various sources, such as books, magazines, nature, or even everyday objects. Keep an open mind and let your surroundings spark new ideas for your wooden animal decorations. Remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the process and have fun with your creations. Let your imagination run wild and create wooden animal decorations that bring joy and laughter to yourself and others. Certainly. Here are a few more tips for creating funny wooden vintage animal decorations. 16. Incorporate unexpected elements. Surprise viewers by adding unexpected elements to your wooden animal decorations. For example, you could give a wooden cow a pair of sunglasses or a wooden monkey a top hat and cane. 17. Create humorous poses. Experiment with different poses for your wooden animal decorations to create a sense of humor. You could carve a wooden dog in a comical running position or a wooden bird in a funny dance pose. 18. Use different types of wood. Explore using different types of wood to add variety and character to your animal decorations. Each type of wood has its own unique grain patterns and colors, which can enhance the vintage feel and add visual interest to your creations. 19. Add texture. Consider adding texture to your wooden animal decorations to give them a more vintage and rustic look. You can achieve this by using carving tools to create rough or weathered textures on the surface of the wood. 20. Create a series. Instead of making individual animal decorations, consider creating a series of related animals. For example, you could carve a family of wooden ducks or a group of wooden farm animals. This can create a cohesive and humorous display. 21. Experiment with different finishes. Explore different finishes for your wooden animal decorations to enhance their vintage appeal. You could use techniques like distressing, antiquing, or applying a matte or satin finish to give them an aged and worn look. 22. Incorporate found objects. Look for interesting found objects that you can incorporate into your wooden animal decorations. For example, you could attach vintage buttons as eyes or use old keys as accents. This can add an extra layer of uniqueness and charm to your creations. 23. Pay attention to details. Focus on the small details when carving and painting your wooden animal decorations. Adding tiny features like wrinkles, feathers, or scales can bring your creations to life and make them even funnier. 24. Play with scale. Experiment with different scales when creating your wooden animal decorations. You could carve a tiny mouse or a giant elephant, which can create a sense of whimsy and humor. 25. Display your creations creatively. Once you've finished creating your wooden animal decorations, think about how you can display them in a creative and amusing way. You could arrange them in unexpected groupings or create scenes that tell a story. Remember, the key to creating funny wooden vintage animal decorations is to let your imagination run wild and have fun with the process. Don't be afraid to take risks and try new techniques to bring your creations to life. By following these steps and incorporating our creative tips, you can easily bring fun and laughter into your home with funny wooden vintage animal decorations. Whether you choose to create a family of wooden ducks, a group of comical farm animals, or any other whimsical creatures, these decorations will add a touch of nostalgia and humor to your living space. So grab your carving tools and let the fun begin. Thank you all for watching this YouTube video on entering the business market for funny wooden vintage animal creative decorations. We hope you found the information valuable and insightful. If you have any questions or would like to share your own experiences, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.